Brothers and sisters, welcome to the Emmaus walk. In this fourth Sunday of the Advent season, we are entering into a sacred act. And a sacred act is the act of intent, deep listening. This is the focus of our reflection this morning. Can we listen intently to God? I had a friend, a priest friend, who once told me that his success as a leader in his community was because he was a good listener. I'm sure listening is a sacred act, but it is a difficult act. It is difficult because most of us love to engage our minds and our bodies in communicating all the time, talking. And so, today's reading asks us, are you ready to listen? In today's gospel reading, Joseph, a wonderful person, listens to God in the dream. And he, after listening to God, abides by what he hears in the dream. One may wonder why this theme of listening is very relevant at Christmas time. Christmas has become a season of activities, carols singing, illuminations, decorations, shopping, orchestra, and sometimes we give so much of importance to these external activities that we hardly sit and listen to the voice of God. And today's readings emphasize this spirituality of listening. And so, brothers and sisters, there are deeper implications of this understanding of listening. The first implication is this: listening happens when you have a deep sense of belonging. A mother would intently listen to the child because there is that sense of belonging. Do I have that sense that I belong to God? If that feeling of real belonging to God is very strong in us, then we will surely listen. In today's second reading, in Romans chapter 1 verse 6, we find, "You are among these, and by His call, you belong to Jesus Christ." Quite often we restrict our feeling of belonging just to our family. Think again. Khalil Gibran, a great mystic, once said, "You think you belong to your family and your family belongs to you." No, your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. We also find Jesus telling us in the Gospels, you do not belong to the world. You are in the world, but not of the world. And so, the spirituality of listening implies that we belong to the Lord. The second implication is that it touches the heart. When you are intently listening, the act of listening actually touches the heart. There are some groups wherein they come together and pray in silence. They just listen what God wants to tell them. When I'm touched by God, that is the time I really know that I have listened. The celebration of Christmas can be a grand celebration, but it need not be an act of listening. And today the challenge is, in this fourth week, as we are coming close to Christmas, can we actually listen and feel touched? The last point here is, there's a spirituality of listening will always lead you to action. Action is the result of taking a stand after listening. Joseph did that. Joseph decided to face his society after he knew what God spoke to him in the dream. He took Mary to his home as his wife. Listen and act. This is the message that we get today. If our actions emerge from the need to be noticed, to be satisfied, to be recognized, I think we are missing the point. Brothers and sisters, in this fourth week, can we listen? Let that spirituality of listening capture us. fill us, and then help us to celebrate Christmas in a very meaningful and noble way. God bless you. Thank you.